And good evening. That's depending from where you are listening to us from. I'm wishing you all a happy weekend filled with love and happiness. Yeah, welcome to Recap here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM, and I am your host. My name is Faithfulness. Okay, I'm not alone in the studio. I have here with me Dr. Peter Anosike, our in-house analyst on today's program. Doctor, say hi to the listeners.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are listening to us from.
Yeah, welcome. Yes, like we all know, we are taking it down here to 6 p.m. So by 5, I'll be opening the studio line so you all can join in the conversation. Yes, you can give us your thoughts on the stories we're going to be discussing this very evening. So let's get started. Don't forget we're streaming live on YouTube at VOP Live 90.3 FM. You all know how we do it here on Recap. We take a look at some of the stories that made headline during the week. It's a way of keeping you updated with the news. Now let's dive into the stories of today. I'll read out the news headlines. The first story we're going to be looking at today says why global oil shocks hit Nigeria hard, and Peter Obi made this statement. The second story says Aso Rock in a fix over Shetima. The third, 63% poverty rate shows Tinubu's economic policies have failed. The fourth, pay 10 million naira protection tax or face our wrath. Bandits warn Zamfara community. The fifth story we're going to be looking at says, I prayed and God stepped in for Wike. Pastor Ibiomi made a statement. The final story we're going to be looking at this evening says, Soludo group mobilizes for Tinubu, tells Ndigbo to wait for 13 years to occupy Aso Rock. Don't forget, by 5 o'clock, I'm going to be opening the studio line so you can join in the conversation. But before then, like we do it, let your messages start coming in. Once we analyze, send in your message. Don't forget, first come, first served. Now we're going to move down to the details of the story. The first story we're going to be discussing this evening says why global oil shocks hit Nigeria hard. Peter Obi said this. The Labour Party presidential candidate in the 2023 election, Peter Obi, has said Nigeria's recurring vulnerability to global economic shocks, particularly in the energy sector, is a direct consequence of poor planning and the absence of strategic buffers. Obi made the observation in a post on Friday while reacting to the recent increase in fuel prices in the country, following rising tensions involving Iran, which pushed global crude oil prices upward. According to him, petrol, which sold for less than 1,000 naira per liter only a few weeks ago, now costs over 1,200 naira per liter in many parts of the country. He explained that many countries across the world, whether they are oil producing nations or not, maintain strategic petroleum reserves to cushion the impact of supply disruptions or sudden price spikes in the global market. Doctor, your thoughts on the story?
Last week, I said that Tinubu is not behind the increase in price of oil. Understand? Because anytime there's problem in the Middle East, which is popularly known as the Gulf region, prices of fuel increases. So Tinubu is not responsible. But where he is at fault is that he has failed to build our economy. Understand? Assuming that our economy has what I'll call which will be called a shock. But I want to use immunity. Our Tinubu has failed to build our economy, so it has no immunity. And anybody that don't have immunity, whatever sickness that comes will affect that person because he has no protection. Fever will come, it will affect the person. Cough will come, it will affect the person because there's nothing to protect him or her. So that's why Peter B used that word, vulnerable. Understand? Our economy has no immunity. That's why what is happening there is affecting us. All the OPEC countries, all the oil producing countries, none has increased the price of their oil. All the OPEC countries, none has increased the price of their oil, only Nigeria. Why? Assuming that we are producing, we have enough crude in Nigeria and we are refining in Nigeria, what is happening in Iran will not affect us. But Buhari sold our crude oil that's on credit up to 2030. So what is being produced is being shared between the country that we are indebted to and Dangote oil. So Dangote don't have enough to refine. He is still importing and importing from the international market. So he has to sell at international price. So this is what has resulted in the increase of oil. That's increase the increase in price, and it didn't just start from Buhari. In the 70s, when we had our first oil boom, the head of state then, Yakubu Gowon, said that our problem is not money but how to spend it. So Yakubu Gowon doesn't say that when you have excess, what you do is to you save, you reserve. Understand me? Other countries in the world has reservations that can last for even 100 years. But here you are, head of state is telling you that your problem is not money but how to spend it. That understand that was why they did the first tax 77, which cost billions of naira. Understand? Because they were just looking for how to spend money. What should we spend on? He brought in Udoji allowance then, which increased salary of workers. So he was like, how do I spend this money? How do I spend this money? And the whole thing finished. So leadership has been the biggest problem facing this country. We have never had a good leader who is thinking of tomorrow. Because when you think of tomorrow, what do? You save. It is only Okonjo Iweala that came and made the Paris club to forgive our debt when Obasanjo was the head of state, was the president. Because from Gowon, we had another oil boom under Ibrahim Babangida, when we made about $12 billion. It was wasted. Understand? $12 billion then was wasted. Nothing was done with it. So, and that's why whatever happens in Europe, in America, it will affect our country, because our country is like a man that has no immunity. And assuming we have immunity, when you have a shock absorber, before something will affect you, it will take time. But because our economy is vulnerable, it has no protection. Immediately, America threw that first bomb. It affected us here, because the economy has the economy is naked, no protection. Because all Tinubu has been doing for the past 3 years is borrowing and sharing. Understand? He has never added 1 naira to the economy. All he does borrowing and sharing, taxing people and sharing, our economy is not being built. Coupled with his own predecessor, Buhari, who sold our crude oil on credit.
All right, Doctor, as Peter will be making this statement about why global oil shocks hit Nigeria hard, do you think when he comes, when he is being voted for and he becomes the president, do you think that he's going to do something different, like bringing about, just like you said, a buffer that's going to, protect the country in terms of this oil issue in Nigeria?
You can only build a buffer if you can save. This government is not saving. All you're doing is borrowing and sharing. You cannot build immunity when you are not saving. And from Peter Obi's lifestyle, being a prudent manager, being very, very frugal, if Peter Obi becomes president today, the first thing he will do is to reduce the cost of governance, which is who he is. Understand me? Which is what leaders all over the world are doing. The Ghanaian president did that. Many of Argentina did that. The president of Croatia did that. And that's the only way to get your country back, by reducing cost of governance. Understand? Now we have 36 states, and the constitution says ministers should be appointed from each of the states, which means the most we can have is 36 ministers. But Tinubu has over 49 ministers. For what? So he is running a bogus economy with NATO resources. That's why he keep on borrowing every day by day. That's why he keep on borrowing every day by day. So with him on board, Nigeria is going nowhere. Forget all the propaganda. With him on board, Nigeria is going nowhere.
Oh my God! About this borrowing. I don't know who. Like you said before that any child born in Nigeria is owing. Right?
Now it's owing about $1 million naira. Any child born today in Nigeria is owing about $1 million naira that he don't even know how it was spent.
It is well. All right, if you're just joining us, this is Recap here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM, and here we give you stories that made headlines during the week. Okay, the first story we just finished discussing says why global oil shocks hit Nigeria hard, and Peter Obi made this statement. Now moving down to the second story that says Aso Rock in a fix over Shetima. Don't forget, by 5 o'clock I'm going to be opening the studio line so you can join in the conversation and give us your thoughts on the stories that are being analyzed this evening. For now, let your messages keep coming in. Yes, I can see them. Let us keep coming in. First come, first served. Don't forget. The second story, Aso Rock in a fix over Shetima. The presidency is in a fix as to the options to adopt in dealing with the issue of the running mate to President Bola Tinubu in the 2027 elections. Sources within the ruling party have said this. Now, investigations by the Nigerian Tribune confirmed over the weekend that Aso Rock insiders are torn between the different options being bandied as possible ways out of the challenge. It was learned that though there are no open outbursts between President Tinubu and Vice President Kashim Shettima, sources said that the Tinubu camp had resolved more than a year ago that the president would not seek election alongside the vice president. Why the reason for such remains unclear, with sources indicating that the issues may be located between political and other considerations. It was learnt that the vice president had continued to dig in by not giving space to his traducers. Now, Doctor, what's your take? What do you think on this story?
Well, this is March, isn't it?
Yeah.
I said in December, understand, that the Christmas bomb in Sokoto disqualified Shetima for 2027. So what they are saying last week. I have said it 3 months ago that Shetima will not run for vice presidency with Tinubu. So that they have concluded a year ago that doesn't make any meaning. One, Tinubu is in a fix. Understand about who he's going to choose in 2027. One, America will not allow Muslim tickets.
Yeah,
that is settled. Understand? So and Shetima is very popular in Kanuri, where he came from. Kanuri people are solidly behind him. The ANPP faction, the ANPP that helped that to form APC are solidly behind him because he is from ANPP. Understand? Mind you, in the formation of APC, 4 parties were involved. ACN, which is Boname Tinubu, CPC, which is Buhari, understand? Then AMPP, which is Shetima, Shaka Rao. Then a faction of Abga, which is led by Rochas Okorocha. So it is these 4 people, these 4 parties that came together to form APC. Now in 2015, CPC was given the presidential candidate, that's Muhammadu Buhari. Then ACN was given the vice presidential candidate, that is what's his name? Oshibajo. Understand?
Yeah.
Now in 2020, 8 years after, 2023, ACN was given the presidential candidate, while AMPP was given the vice presidential candidate.
Okay. Rotation.
So when you remove Shetima in 2027, the AMPP and Kanuri people will kick. Understand me? So removing it, that's why I said, even right from last year, I've been saying that no matter any side that Tinubu take in 2027, he's going to get hot. Understand me? So removing Shetima is going to cost him some very big votes from the AMPP and the Kanuri people. Then keeping Shetima, America will kick.
Wow.
Understand me?
This is really hot.
Keeping Shetima, America will kick. Then removing Shetima, putting a Christian, Muslims in the north will kick because there's no powerful Christian in the north. There's no powerful Christian in the north. All they have been raising is powerful Muslims. They have not, all they have as Christians in the north, with due respect, are all shoe shiners. The people like Dogara, or the former speaker, he is from a very minority area in Bauchi State. He's a Christian, understand? But from a minority area. He cannot command even votes in Bauchi. Understand? Then they have even included this Christopher Musa, the defense minister, because he is a Christian. Understand? And why it will not work is because he is from Northwest. But Northeast has not produced a president since 1999.
Okay, Doctor, what if he chose another Muslim from the Northeast instead? Is that still going to bring up...
America will not allow Muslim ticket in 2027. It cannot happen. Because they have been talking about persecution of Christians. And Nigeria is a secular state. Then if Tinubu come up with another Muslim as a vice, it confirms what America is saying. Understand me? So, and he picks a shoe shiner in the person of Dogara or Kefas, the governor of Taraba. They have even included the national current national chairman of PDP of APC, Yowata, because he is a Christian from Plateau State. So this shows you that they are confused.
Confusion everywhere.
Understand? This shows you that they are confused. And as I said, they don't have powerful Christians in the north. So no matter any side he chooses in 2027, he's going to lose serious votes. So those who are telling you that he has already won 2027 is a lie. It is a very big lie. He is in a fix. Removing Shetima is a problem. Keeping Shetima is a problem. And I started saying this over a year ago. But what he's going to do, he's going to pick a Christian to give to be in the good book of America. Understand? He's going to pick a Christian to be in the good book of America. And it is even why it is even to be in the good book of America that Christopher Musa was made a defense minister. Understand me? And not that he is competent, because already Tinubu has sacked him a month before he was reappointed. Understand? So the idea was, you say we are persecuting Christians. A Christian is our defense minister. So that was why he was appointed defense minister, and not that he has anything new, because Tinubu sacked him a month before and appointed and made the chief of army staff the defense minister.
All right, Doctor, like I said, a change in the running mate could create internal divisions within the APC and provide opportunities for opposition parties. Do you agree with this?
Exactly. Not even within the APC, between the north. So he is in a fix in the north. He is in a tight spot in the north. No matter, keeping Shetima is a problem, removing Shetima is a problem. But I know that the safest option is to choose a Christian and now begin to beg the north accept this person. And for Shetima, the main person who is kicking against Shetima is another person, another top official from the northeast, who knows that Shetima is eyeing the presidency too.
Oh, wow.
Understand? And if Shetima is made irrelevant, it will favor him. Understand me? And the same person also was the person that kicked the El-Rufai out, because he doesn't want El-Rufai to be in Tinubu's cabinet and be relevant until 2031.
Wow. Right, if you're just joining us, this is Recap here on Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Here we'll give you stories that made headline during the week. Yes, we've discussed two stories this evening. The first, why global oil sharks hit Nigeria hard. Peter Obi made this statement. And the second, Aso Rock in a fix over Shetima. Don't forget, by 5 o'clock, I'm going to be opening the studio line so you can join in the conversation and give us your thoughts on the stories that are being analyzed this evening. Let your messages keep coming in. Yes, I can see them. First come, first served. Down to the third story, which says 3% poverty rate shows Tinubu's economic policies have failed. The African Democratic Congress ADC has criticized the economic policies of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, saying the reported rise in Nigeria's poverty rate to 63% shows that the administration's policies have failed to improve the lives of ordinary citizens. In a statement issued by its National Publicity Secretary Bolaji Abdullahi on Saturday, The party said the new poverty figures reflect the growing hardship faced by millions of Nigerians since the removal of petrol subsidy rather. The party described the report as a damning verdict on the government's economic approach. ADC argued that many Nigerians are already feeling the impact in their daily lives. Doctor, your thoughts on this story?
Well, the report did not emanate from the opposition. Understand?
Okay.
It did not emanate. That's what ADC spokesman did was to react to the report that poverty rate has fallen up to 63%. But I don't even agree with that report. Poverty rate is over 90%.
Okay, so you mean this one is lower? Like what he said is even higher?
That's what we call the desktop publishing. That's when you stay in your office, you use a desktop and you hazard a guess that poor people could be maybe 20, 30. You do not go out to the street. Understand me? When you go out to the street and see what Nigerians are going through, whoever the agency that published this did not go to the street. If they go to the street and see what Nigerians are going through, so for me, the report is true. Understand? Because I'm a Nigerian. I know what Nigerians are going through. The kind of text messages that we get on a daily basis, it shocks you. Understand me? I'm at home with my family. We have nothing to eat on a daily basis. So these are healthy people, but have been disenfranchised by the administration of Tinubu. Companies are failing on a daily basis. Prices are increasing on a daily basis. Taxes are increasing on a daily basis. Somebody whose business is not doing well, how can he pay tax? You don't pay tax with your capital. You pay tax with your profit. How many companies are making profit in Nigeria? How many business owners are making profit in Nigeria? But you are being forced to pay tax. Understand? Whether you are doing well or not doing well, you are being forced to pay tax. So the poverty rate in Nigeria is over 90. In the morning, I talk about buyer's remorse, which is a situation somebody buying something and later regretting why he or she bought that. In Nigeria today, we have voting remorse. Voting remorse is you after voting, understand? You now begin to regret, why did I vote for this man? So today, most people have that voted APC in 2023 are having voters remorse. They are regretting in their mind, even though they will not come out openly and tell you, because this is not what they expect. And personally, I felt that Tinubu, coming from the private sector, would do better than Buhari, who came from the barracks. I was thinking that at least Tinubu would do better in the area of economy, because he came from the private sector. We heard that he worked in Deloitte, worked here and there. Understand? But people, including myself, are disappointed. Understand me? People, including myself, are very, very disappointed. So in Nigeria, we are having voters' remorse. People who voted in 2023 are regretting why they cast their vote. Understand me? Because this is not you don't know what a vote means. You are surrendering yourself to the government to take care of you. Vote is giving somebody your mandate, your power. I'm giving you my power, which is your vote, to take care of your security and your well-being. Understand? Then you voted for 3 years. You have been told have patience, have patience, have patience. PDP APC national chairman say it's 1945. No, 2045 that Nigeria will become will become economically developed. 2045. So check your age now and add 2045.
Oh my God.
That's what the APC national chairman said 2 years ago. No, 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
That Nigeria will become developed economically in 2045.
So what happens to 2027?
No, this is government of hope now. They have given you hope. You can only say it is not true if you stay to that 2045. Understand? Those who will not be alive until then will have nothing to say. Just like Fenda said, he will live up to 120. Fenda died at 57. You cannot go to him and say, Fenda,
why didn't you live up to 120?
You died. Because he understand me. So, and the man himself will not be alive up to 2045. Knowing his age now, he cannot be alive up to 2045. So he cannot go to his burial ground and say what you said is not true. That's deception.
Oh my God.
That is deception. So Tinubu has failed to develop the economy. That is why the poverty rate is on a high. And developing our economy is as easy as ABC. Stop insecurity.
Okay.
Increase our megawatts. That's bring a stable power supply. Businesses will start growing on their own.
So
businesses will start growing on their own.
Increasing the megawatts and stopping insecurity.
If you increase the megawatts, once we can have a stable power supply, understand, and stop insecurity, Nigeria will be on the path of recovery. So it is not a difficult thing. It is never a difficult thing.
Okay, Doctor, how effective do you think the social protection measures, such as cash transfers, that period that they said no more collection of cash, all you have to do is transfer?
Before you transfer, you have the money. How many people have that? Listen.
I mean, how effective have you been in reducing poverty rates in Nigeria? And if we're going to ask, is it these economic reforms implemented by the president's administration that's responsible for the increase in the poverty rate, or are there any other factors that are at play?
One, I keep on saying it. Buhari inherited the economy from Jonathan when it was suffering from malaria. He transferred it over to Tinubu when it was suffering from stage 4 cancer. Understand? And Tinubu is confused. He doesn't even know what to do with, because the economy is already dead. So all he has is running around. That's all he's doing. Running out, because the economy is already dead and he doesn't want to accept it. That's why he said when he became president that paying taxes, paying salaries was very difficult. But today, governors I'm quoting Tinubu.
Okay.
But today, governors are paying salaries without borrowing money.
Oh, wow.
Then you ask yourself, what percentage of Nigerians are under our civil servants? Not up to 10%. So if 10% paying salaries is not a problem, what of the other 90% Nigerians? What's their fate? So it's the duty of governor just paying this thing, understand? Salaries. So he inherited an economy that is in comatose, but he doesn't know what to do with it. But what he would have done is to cut down on the cost of governance. Cut down on the cost of governance, become a prudent, and the economy will begin to rebuild itself. Once you cut down on the cost of governance, the economy will begin to pick up gradually. Understand? But he continued from what Buhari is doing. That is borrowing and sharing. Imagine Buhari reduced the professor of law, that's Yemi Oshibajo, to money sharer. Oshibajo was going from market to the other, sharing 10,000 naira. A vice president. So what Tinubu would have done was just to reduce the cost of governance. And assuming that P2B was declared president, that SUV, that 160 million naira cash that was given to the National Assembly, P2B would not have accepted it. Understand me? P2B would not have accepted it because you cannot be driving that's a car of 160 million. Why the people you are representing are going to bed without food? You see it? But when your people see you sacrificing, they will sacrifice with you. But you cannot be enjoying and tell your people sacrifice, have patience. So Tinubu would have done well in the economy if he has cut down on the cost of governance. So all this buying of yacht, of buying this Escalade, presidential jets, it is a waste for a country as poor as Nigeria.
The Lord help us. Okay, if you're just joining us, this is Recap here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM, and here we'll bring you stories that made headline during the week. It's a way of keeping you updated with the news. Now, we have discussed like 3 stories now, and I'm going to be reading them out for those that are just joining us this evening. The first story we looked at says, why global oil shocks hit Nigeria hard. Peter Obi made this statement. The second story says, Aso Rock in a fix over Shatima. The third story, 63% poverty rate shows Tinubu's economic policies have failed. By 5 o'clock, I'm going to be opening the studio line so you can join in the conversation. You can give us your thoughts on these stories that are being analyzed this evening. Yes, let some messages keep coming in. Yeah, I'm seeing them. First come, first served as usual. Down to the fourth story, which says, pay 10 million naira protection tax or face our wrath. Bandits warn Zamfara community. In Zamfara state, bandits have imposed a 10 million naira tax on the Zamfara community as a form of protection against violence and intimidation. Residents of the Faru community were given an ultimatum to pay this protection tax, in quote, or face loss of access to their farmlands, with reports of violent reprisals for non-compliance. The situation has led to widespread fear, displacement among the community, as many families are forced to abandon their homes due to the ongoing insecurity. Doctor, your thoughts on this story?
Well, when people are talking about sovereignty, Nigeria is a sovereign country, Nigeria is a sovereign country. That is happening in Nigeria. Understand me?
Yeah.
Bandits are telling farmers to pay 10 million if you want to go to your farm. Understand? You have to pay protection tax. Otherwise, we remove your protection. We will scatter your village, we kill everybody. This is exactly what is happening in Somalia. Because in Somalia, somebody will just come maybe from Maitu to Badagry and capital his own country, and we begin to give tax to people. Understand me? And that's exactly what these people are doing in the north. It's happening in Castina. It's happening in Niger State. It's happening in Castina. It's happening in Zamfara. It's happening in Niger State. It even happened somewhere in Imo, in Mbano side.
Oh wow.
Understand? Where communities are asked to pay protection tax. Understand me? So, what is happening? This news of insecurity is grossly underreported. If everything is being reported on a daily basis, you know that Nigeria is gone as a country. So this thing happened somewhere in Mbano. There's somewhere in Mbano. I've forgotten the community, but it's in Mbano, where there's no more even a police station. Understand me? They have burnt the police station, so you cannot say let me run to police and make a report. Understand? So this shows you now in that community, people are running away, trekking thousands of miles just not to be the victim of these bandits. Understand? Because the bandits have told them, look, Nigeria soldiers cannot protect you. You have to pay us to protect you if you want to go to your farm, if you want to go to market. If you don't, we are going to burn your villages, we are going to kill everybody.
But I thought all they do is killing. Why this protection tax? I mean, is it because they are saying that the government, the present law enforcement agency, let me just say it like that, the police are not doing their job well, so they think they can do this job for them if they have this money at hand? I don't understand. I don't know. What is driving them to do this?
They don't just. It's not only that 10 million that they ask. They ask for motorcycles. They ask for AK-47 rifles. Understand me?
From the people.
From the people. They ask for about 23 motorcycles and some AK-47. Understand? So, and the people know that it is a difficult thing to do. So they are now running away from their communities. And they have nobody to report to. One, reporting that to soldiers is one. Will soldiers be able to come there? You see, so they feel that the only thing that they can do is to run away from those villages. And that's what is happening as we speak.
And there are no steps that the government is taking to address this particular issue in this state.
Where would they start? Where would they end? It's happening, as I said, in Katsina, in Zamfara, in Niger State, in Borno State. Many of these local governments are under the control of bandits. So when they are talking about Nigeria is a sovereign state, Nigeria is a sovereign state. In that sovereign state, bandits are asking people pay tax protection fee. Navy, understand? But if not, we are going to kill everybody in this community.
But Doctor, I want to ask this final question. Are these people actually linked to a large organization, or are they just walking on their own?
Well, for me, anybody that has the AK-47 is authority. He's a country of his own. Anybody with AK-47 is an authority. Whether policeman, whether soldier, whether armed robber, understand? Whether kidnapper, anybody that has loaded AK-47 is an authority. So whether they are working for other people or not, that person holding it he can command 100 people and they will obey. Because even Zik says it's only a mad man that will go to confront a man with a loaded gun.
All right, if you're just joining us, this is Recap here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM, and here we'll give you the stories that made headlines during the week. It's a way of keeping you updated with the news. All right, we have discussed like 4 stories this evening. For those just joining us, the first story we looked at says why global oil shocks hit Nigeria hard. Rather, Peter Obi made these statements. The second, Aso Rock in a fix over Shatima. The third, 63% poverty rate shows Tinubu's economic policies have failed. The fourth story, pay 10 million naira protection tax or face our wrath. Bandits won Zamfara community. Now we're going down to the fifth story this evening. Don't forget, by 5 o'clock, I'm going to be opening the studio line so you can join in the conversation and give us your thoughts on the stories that are being analyzed this evening. The fifth story says, I prayed and God stepped in for Wike. Pastor Ibiyomi made this statement. The founder of Salvation Ministries, David Ibiyomi, has said that his prayers played a significant role in the political successes of former River State Governor Nyesom Wike. Speaking during a church service, the cleric narrated how Wike once reached out to him during a tense legal battle that threatened his political future. Eyes of Lagos report. According to Biyomi, the former governor contacted him while he was in Israel, expressing fears that a pending judgment at the Supreme Court of Nigeria might not favor him. The pastor explained that the situation appeared difficult because Wike has already lost earlier rulings at both the High Court and the Court of Appeal. Now, despite the circumstances, Ibiyomi said he encouraged Wike not to panic, assuring him that divine intervention would change the outcome. Doctor, your thought on this story? I knew you were going to laugh.
One day, I was watching Pastor David Ibiyomi of the Salvation Ministry Port Harcourt, that's on TV. And that day, that showed me that Nigerians are gullible. Pastor Ibiyomi was saying, I want to quote him because so that I will not add anything, understand? Pastor Ibiyomi was saying that Russian scientists, we are digging the earth to the extent they opened hell.
Yeah.
And they begin to, they net in their equipment, they begin to hear voices. They begin to hear people crying inside hell. And they covered it and ran away. Listen, that is why that hell is under the ground. That's why when you are sick, your mind will be going down. Yeah. People were there watching this man. People were there watching this man talking this thing. He opened the Russian scientists opened hell, and they were hearing voices. If my son is there and remain there after saying that, I will disown him.
Doctor,
because for you to be there, this means that you are stupid. You are an idiot. Look, when I was in the university, one Pastor Kim from South Korea came to University of Nigeria and Soka, understand me? That's on evangelism. It was one Pastor Ken, owner of Divine Grace Assembly. Anybody who schooled in UNN should know Pastor Ken, owner of Divine Grace Assembly. He invited one Pastor Kim from South Korea, to come and preach. So this man was telling us that Jesus said in 2006. No, Jesus said in 1994. Jesus said in 1995. Understand?
Yeah.
So he now showed us that's a picture that this is a picture of Jesus Christ taken in South Korea in 1984. I stood up. Understand? I stood up and I walked out of that church. If you stay there, you are a slave. So there's nowhere picture of Jesus can be taken except in your own country. Why was it not taken in my own country? There are things that you will listen to. You become even more stupid than the person that is saying it.
Doctor, but everyone has their
So
freedom of
telling me that a picture of Jesus was taken in South Korea, understand? Which means South Koreans have become maybe more saintly than Nigerians. That's why picture of Jesus should be taken in South Korea and not in Nigeria. I cannot stand and listen to such a thing. So I was watching Ibiyomi church members listen that to such thing, which obviously is not true. Russian scientists opened hell, and they were hearing people crying, lamenting, and they covered it and ran away. So this guy, for me, he's on a fast lane. Understand? Ibiyomi is one of those pastors on the fast lane who can say anything to get money. Because Wike has told us that they are in control of the judiciary. We know Wike's judges in Nigeria. So how can Wike now be going to Pastor Ibiyomi to help him in a court case while he's in control of the judges in the country?
So has Wike spoken concerning this statement that was made by Pastor Ibiyomi?
So you expect him to say that it is not true. The person that is looking stupid here is Pastor Ibiyomi. Understand? So even if Wike heard it, it doesn't.
But Doctor, I think something must have led him to make this statement. I mean, is there any kind of
Wike was in the church when that thing was going on. Ibiyomi has the biggest church in Port Harcourt and has most members in River State. Understand? So everybody is trying that to shine. I am on Wike's spiritual godfather. I saved him. I saved his political career. Understand? Because now Wike has the ears of the president. He's the FCT minister. Understand? And he might be getting something from Nelson Wike. Understand? Because 12 midnight, these pastors disguise and go to Aso Rock. Okay. Understand? So for me, it is what I have known Pastor Ibiyomi for. So I'm not surprised.
Okay.
My concern is those people who go to his
everyone is entitled to their own belief. Doctor, do you think influence of the religious leaders in Nigeria in the political space is being rampant, or
what we have is cash and carry religious leaders? In America, pastors confront government. Pastors tell truth to power in other countries of the world. It is only in Nigeria that things will be going bad. So-called GOs will be hiding their head like a ostrich. In the Bible, judges are very brave people. Understand? Prophets are very brave people. They confront kings. They tell kings, what you are doing is not right. You must change. If you don't change, this thing will happen to you. In Nigeria, what do you hear? Let us pray for our country. Let us pray for that hypocrisy and sycophancy.
All right, if you're just joining us, this is Recap here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM, and here we're discussing stories that made headline during the week. We have discussed like 5 stories. Of course, we're going down to the final one, but before that, I'm going to be reading out the stories for those just joining us. The first story we looked at says why global oil shocks hit Nigeria hard. Peter Obi made the statement. Aso Rock in a fix over Shatima. 63% poverty rate shows Tinubu's economic policies have failed. Pay 10 million naira protection tax or face our wrath. Bandits won Zamfara community. I prayed and God stepped in for Wike. Pastor Ibiyomi made this statement. And down to the final story this evening that says Soludo group mobilizes for Tinubu, tells Ndigbo to wait for 13 years to occupy Aso Rock. Don't forget, by 5 o'clock, I'm going to be opening the studio line so you can join in the conversation. Yes, it's almost time. So let us analyze the story as quick as possible. Soludo group mobilizes for Tinubu, tells Ndigbo to wait for 13 years to occupy Aso Rock. Ahead of the presidential election in Nigeria, a political pressure group known as Anambra Patriot, loyal to the governor of Anambra State Governor Prof. Chukwuma Soludo, has urged people of Igbo extraction to wait for about 12 years for the presidency position. The group, while stating this during its General Assembly meeting in Oka, endorsed President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's re-election bid in 2027. Now, speaking on behalf of the group, the national convener of APS, architect Okechukwu Ezobi, said that members would mobilize support to ensure Tinubu wins the 2027 presidential election in Anambra State. According to him, the group would begin consultations with political stakeholders across the 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory to create a pathway for the emergence of a president from the southeast after the tenure of Tinubu and a successor from the north. He said, our position is based on political calculations, not emotions. Doctor, what's your thoughts on this story?
They are very stupid.
Okay. Why do you say that?
They are very, very stupid. All these are gang up against P2B. Understand me? All these are gang up against P2B. But the issue is this: whether P2B rule Nigeria or does not rule Nigeria, where P2B's ways, thoughts will always be higher than all those ganging up against him in the southeast. Understand? All those the Omahis of this world, the Pius Anims of this world, the Enamanes of this world, those disgraced people, P2B, even if they die and incarnate 20 times, they will not scratch P2B's shoe. So all these things is, these people will prefer Hausa man being president than their own brother. These people will prefer Hausa man, Yoruba man being president than their own brother. You are mobilizing, Ndigbo should wait for 13 years. 13 years. Do you know how old Soludo will be? 79. Soludo will be 79 in 13 years' time. So the idea is, if I cannot be, let P2B not be. That's the game.
But he said, they said here that our position is based on political calculations, not emotions.
What stupid calculation? What stupid this is mental slavery. Understand me? One, Obasanjo is from Southwest. Obasanjo ruled for 8 years. Understand? Oshibajo is from Southwest. He was a vice president for 8 years. Tinubu is from Southwest. By next year, he will be president for 4 years. You have not even produced VP. Have you seen what I call mental slavery? Mental slavery. So, I believe in live and let live. Understand me? If I give you your what is due for you, you give me what is due for me. Understand? You cannot cheat me and rub it on my face that you are cheating me. I will tell you that it is a mental, it is a political this thing, calculation. They are suffering from slave mentality, all of them. But the truth is that as I said, even if P2B did not become president, there's no way people will love Soludo more than P2B.
Now, Dr.
It will never happen.
Okay.
Even if P2B did not become president, there's no way people will love Pius Anyim. What is Onamani, Sylvian Chime than P2B. If you pack all of them and put one side and only P2B one side, people will follow P2B. If you pack all those so-called Igbo leaders in APC, even if they are 1,000, pack them, put one side, and only P2B one side, people will follow P2B because P2B has more integrity than all of them put together. Understand? So this is just against P2B. We will not fold our hands and allow P2B to become president, but they are not God.
All right.
Understand me?
Yeah.
They are not God. What we know is today. We don't know tomorrow. Understand? So the people that are planning will begin mobilizing after Buhari Tinubu ruled 2031 and their successor ruled 2039, as if your life is their own hand. That's their stupidity.
All right, Doctor, they mentioned so many reasons why they are going to,
there's no reason. There's no reason.
For Tinubu.
Every reason.
He said it will be the turn of the North to produce the next president after Tinubu's second tenure. And here they said, we are in support of the All Progressive Grand Alliance government led by Professor Chukwuma Soludo. So from the time of Mr. Peter Obi as governor, they said APGA has always supported the government at the center.
That shows you they are liars.
And they also mentioned here that the Igbo possess significant economic influence in Nigeria, but the region has yet to translate that strength into political power.
They are liars. The only time that ABGA did not back government at the center was 2015. Understand? 2019, General Gore was the ABGA presidential candidate. General Gore is from Benue State. Understand me? 2023, Professor Peter Umade was the ABGA presidential candidate. Understand? Peter Umade we ran his campaign. His what is that? His jingles here in VOP. So 2023. They have a presidential candidate. 2023, they have Professor Peter Omade as their presidential candidate. 2019, they have General Gore from Benue State, retired, as their presidential candidate. So telling you that right from P2B, they have been adopting government, somebody at the center, that shows you that they are not honest people. That simply shows you that they are not honest people. They can deceive others. They cannot deceive me. So, for me, let them do what they do. God will do his own.
That's all. God will do his own. Yes, if you are just joining us, this is Recap here on Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Yes, it is already time to open the studio line. Yes, it's already time to do that. Yes, I'm going to read out the story once again for those just joining us so that you know what we are actually discussing this evening. The first story we looked at says why global oil shocks hit Nigeria hard. Peter Obi made this statement. The second, Aso Rock in a fix over Shatima. The third, 63% poverty rate shows Tinubu's economic policies have failed. The fourth, pay 10 million naira protection tax or face our wrath. Bandits won Zamfara community. The fifth, I prayed and God stepped in for Wike. Pastor Ibiyomi made this statement. And the final story we just finished discussing this evening says Pro Soludo Group mobilizes for Tinubu, tells Ndigbo to wait for 13 years to occupy Aso Rock. Now it is time to open the studio line so you can call in and give us your thoughts. Please make your languages civil first. Second, move away from the radio set when I pick your call. And third, please, I want you all to speak on the line of the stories that have been discussed this evening. No one should deviate from it. Thank you so much. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. You can also call us via WhatsApp or send us a message via WhatsApp with the number 0817 175 6338. Hello, good evening.
This is former citizen of Nigeria now retired.
Welcome.
Let me start with the press and this comment.
Okay.
Personally, if I were to be done with it, I will sell it 5,000 naira. Anybody I want to buy, I don't want to buy to go and jump to the lagoon. Because if you are, yes, I will sell for 5,000 naira because if they don't want to sell in the local price, I will have in this country that they intend to sell it $1 every naira for crude. That they had the what was the title they give it. And we found out that he's buying it at the international market. How do you expect him to get gain or probably make something out of the investment he has made? Who does that? Nobody does that now. After all, we found $70 million, I think $1 billion in this NNPC refinery, and none of them is working. I think people should not bring down this for being accusing of being monopolist. Because we are our government are irresponsible. The state plan, our thing that they say 30 years ahead is not change. And you expect this man trying to ensure that we have all of you to sell at the cheaper price. Now, with the insecurity, bandits, you can imagine the temerity they have now, making demand. Why nobody tell us that we are sovereign? We are never a sovereign nation. The country that borrows on a daily basis is no longer a sovereign nation. It is a dependent nation.
Okay, so thank you very much. Thank you so much for calling in. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. I repeat, make your languages civil. Civil, please. Thank you so much. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, welcome.
My name is Adolphus from Ndigbo.
All right, go ahead, sir.
First and foremost, tell your guest there that you should not interrupt in our feedback because we keep on insulting people on radio.
Oh, who did he insult?
Evil leaders are stupid. Why should we make such statements on radio? The other day, any time he mounted a podium there, we are abusing people on radio. It's not palatable at all. First and foremost, he said if Tinubu picks a Muslim from the north, America will intervene. How can somebody be selfish say like that? He's busy coming to a radio to sell his books, nothing more. He's a spokesman of ADC. He says spokesman of ADC. I have noticed it. We keep on feeding us in life and life.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Sorry, sir. Please, this isn't what we came here to talk. And please, 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 I'm begging. I also said that let your language be civil. Well, he wasn't insulting anybody in particular.
Excuse me. Let him discuss what was said. He get out of
Wait, sir. Let me just talk, please. He wasn't insulting anyone. He's only trying to analyze the
let
stories.
him comment on get the hair out.
I want you to comment on the stories directly and stop talking about what the guest said. I didn't see any kind of insults that he raised when he was talking about what you just said. It wasn't an insult. Yes.
Okay, thank you for me.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Please, when I pick your calls, go straight to the point. Please. Please, please, and please, let your languages be civil. I beg of you. Please. Hello, good evening.
Sorry, I called back. See, that man that just said what he just said. Don't blame me. Maybe it's not in Nigeria. If we are in Nigeria now, his family member is kidnapped. He's buying fresh for 1.5 in Somalia or 2,000 naira. He will not say what he says. That's what I want. And Zamfara, people don't take it to heart. People will not want to agree with what you are saying, and most of the things you said are on your back. We are in Nigeria. But those people that pretend to be blind, let them be blind until you get to them.
Thank you so much.
Good evening.
Good evening. Thank you so much. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Please move away from a radio set.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Kola on the line.
All right, go ahead, sir.
Okay, yeah, that man in your studio. I want you to get him out of that place. I don't know the way he's talking as if...
Oh, my good God. Please, please, and please, and please, and please, and please. I don't know how many times I have to explain myself on this. Please, 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 and please. Hello, good evening.
Hello?
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Welcome. Your name and location.
Yeah, my name is Mark Modest.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, these people that call and insult
No.
Mr.
Excuse me.
I'm trying to remember you. You don't need to give them that audience.
Yeah, I already
Excuse
cut the
me.
call.
Nobody should hold brief for me. I don't want anybody to defend me. If you want to talk on the issues discussed. Forget about what anybody says about me. I don't want anybody to hold brief for me. I don't want anybody to defend me. Say your own opinion on the issues that was raised. That's what we are here for. Everybody's entitled to his or her own opinion. Look, anybody that say I say this on, call that guy off.
Grab land and give other people. Maybe most of the land that he has in Port Harcourt is wicked that gave him the land. That's why he's praising him. I don't want people to insult that man. That's what I want to say.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you so much. The number to call is 0700 903 903 902. Please and please go straight to the point. Just tell us your thoughts on the stories that have been analyzed this evening. Please, no insult whatsoever. I won't take that. Thank you very much as you comply. Hello, good evening.
Obi calling from Ikeja.
All right, sir.
Agree to him.
Go ahead.
Go.
Obi calling from Ikeja. First, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm okay. You see, this issue of Igbo's coming in 13 years, we have been hearing this story very long time. They keep deceiving us, thinking that we are fools. You know, after Obasanjo, they say, it's from the south, allow the north, after the north. And then when it comes to the south, it will be southeast. Now, after that, Tinubu is on the saddle. Now they say, wait again, till 13 years time. Come on, you see all these people. Because Soludo, you see one thing with a human being. Soludo is targeting, he's planning for himself in 13 years time, thinking that he'll be alive again. I don't know how people play God. You see, for me, when we talk about P2B, people think, because like now my name is Obi. If I'm answering Mr. Johnson or Mr. Jones, people might not know I could be from South or anywhere. So when we talk about Obi, we know this man is frugal. It's a man that can take care of Nigeria without sharing money here, without trying to pander to anybody because he wants to win the election. This man is going to serve Nigeria with all his heart. He is going to save money and do things right for this country. You see, let me tell you, first.
Yeah.
In the I die, what I'm going to eat, I will look for it by God's grace.
Yes, sir.
When we are talking about our children, grandchildren, we are talking about this nation. Look at the level of poverty. Wake up in the morning, my sister, around 4, they are going easy. With parents with children sleeping on the street. On the pavement of express road. If it's a young boy, a young girl, this is a man with children sleeping on the pavement. How do you think that man can never live more than 2-3 years? Because of the pressure, because of the pain of sleeping on the street with his family. What we are talking about, this ethnicity, tribalism, sincerely speaking, it has taken a different dimension. People that are not supposed to APC last time, because now their brother is on the side of that, they are eating pepper soup now. Now they think that it's a tribal war. No! Nobody, Tinubu, I don't know Tinubu, I don't know Obi. What we're talking about is Nigeria. I've never seen Obi in my life. I don't know him. So what I'm trying to say, there's a man that calls his name at Belfast. That man should have about 100 years. He should pray to God to see tomorrow with God. Yes, you see, I don't know what I was on radio. At this my age, I can never see a woman's private part. I will call it a woman's sex organ. I will call it a private part. At this my age, I will call it the name. This Adolphus is an APC man. He comes to radio to control us as if we are fools. As if we are fools.
Right.
Very old man. He doesn't want to respect himself.
Thank you very much, sir.
That's why he must respect himself. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for calling in. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. In case you don't know what we discussed this evening, I'm going to be reading them out for you once again. Why global oil shocks hit Nigeria hard. Peter Obi made this statement. Aso Rock in a fix over Shatima. 63% poverty rate shows Tinubu's economic policies have failed. Pay 10 million naira protection tax or face our wrath. Bandits won Zamfara community. I prayed and God stepped in for Wike. Pastor Ibiyomi made this statement. And the final story, Pro Soludo group mobilizes for Tinubu, tells Ndigbo to wait for 13 years to occupy Aso Rock. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. Please, your comments should be based on what we discussed this evening. Thank you so much. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, Esther.
Good evening. It's faithfulness.
Eh?
It's faithful.
Okay, faithful, how are you? I greet you and your guest.
Thank you so much. Your name and location?
Patrick is calling from Okota.
All right, go ahead, sir.
It's unfortunate that Igbo leaders have sold their conscience, their bed to APC, and especially this period where the master strategist is in charge now. So he doesn't see any other thing how to secure the country. It is to damage the image of only one arrowhead that appears to have the light that is supposed to shine upon Nigeria. They now channel all their energy targeting at that man. All the electoral act that they are trying to amend now, all because of one person, and just for their own personal interest, because they have sold their birthright. Therefore, whatever they are saying, they don't even say it with caution. They don't even say it with humility. They say it without minding the consequences of tomorrow. I'm very sure that some of them are going to live to regret this sort of things they are saying, the things they are mentioning today, what they are saying against their own brother. I have never seen any other region, as we are called ourselves North, South, and the East. I never seen any other region that so hate one of their own. Obi should even change his name to become Joseph of the old Israel, so that even when they hated him, at the end of the day, he became the breadwinner of the family, and he made name everywhere in the world. That is how we see Obi now. Then the issue of the 10 million naira. I think the chief security advisor is hearing all these things. We will not hear any comment from Femi Adesina. We will not hear any comment from Daniel Buala. All they are now remaining silent. Nobody will talk about this until when it happens. People will begin to run here and there. Then the town will begin to say, okay, send a team of soldiers. A tactical team has moved down there. All the Tocano jet that we have bought in the name of fighting insurgency, where is the result today? Finally, the confession that was made by Gumi last week early this week. Why is it that the country has remained quiet? All the media houses, I thought they would be carrying it in the front burner of their publication and even in news headlines. And then I want to call the opposition to use it as a weapon against the sitting government because they are not doing well at all. And so they already signed a signature of failure, so he cannot return to class next year. Thank you
so much. Thank you so much for those listen you made now. Thank you very much. It was really detailed. Thank you so much for calling in. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. What are your thoughts this evening? Speak. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, Futu.
Good evening, welcome. Your name and location?
Yeah, just calling from Maja.
All right, go ahead.
My regards to the doctor.
Yeah, he's listening.
It is a wonderful thing and a wonderful period now. We are into the electioneering time. And my advice is that when people give opinion, we should give solution, which doctor has always been profiling. Because I want to tell you that according to my own mind, all what the topic that have been narrated today, there is only one solution, is to get this government out of the saddle. Can you imagine the experience of Abaribe? I'm not in the core of evil, but I feel sorry for the man, for his trajectory. Not only him, look at all the other people from the opposition. And the people that are, attacking these Nigerians, they are people that yesterday were nobody. How do we now explain this? Because of the generations to come. Because of our children. So, the issue there now is if at a VOP and our analysts, please, anybody that is talking, just ask them what is now the solution after you have said this. Because if you continue to talk from Jerusalem to Iran, I won't lie you, we will still be in one pot. But the issue is, what is the solution? Solution is, let us get our PVC and get these people out of the saddle. That is just it. If they still return, I won't lie you, coming that 2027, we will use candle to light our laptop. I won't lie you. I know what we've been going through in our area concerning life. Those are the issues. Those are the issues, and which we must address. The available issue, I want to say, like the Constitution has already is a little bit indicted on the Constitution, that it doesn't have the the temerity to still stay on that seat if there is no problem in the where it was coming from. So let this thing be tested in the courts. I know the government has the judiciary in their pocket, but I still believe some judiciary will still do the needful. Look at what is going on with PDP now. So let it be tested up to Supreme Court and let it be, because.
Okay, I lost that call. Well, thank you so much for your thoughts this evening. Doctor wants to respond to that.
I want to say something.
All right.
ABGA has always last year, 2025, ABGA has two national chairman in the person of Sylvester Okenwa and Edozie Njoko. Understand me?
Yeah.
They have been going from one court to the other. And when a political party has two national chairman, it is faction that it shows faction. It shows this unity. Understand me? It was before what's this Anambra State? Soludo get his nomination that Supreme Court now gave an order that it was Snai Okenwa that they recognize as national chairman of ABGA. Before then, Edozie Njoko was parading himself as national chairman of ABGA. Understand me? So as he said, one his seat had not been declared vacant. It was they threatened to declare it vacant. So he should go to court, assuming it happens. Understand me? But whatever, Engineer Berebe did not win election under ABGA. He is a very popular candidate, but because independent candidacy is not allowed in the country, that's why he ran under ABGA. ABGA is non-existent in Abia State. Understand me? ABGA is non-existent in Abia State because ABGA is strictly Anambra political party. Understand me? ABGA is strictly Anambra political party. What is his name? Victor Oye from Anambra State as national chairman handed over to Victor Ume from the same Anambra State as national chairman. From Victor Oye to Victor Ume. Victor Ume handed over that to Snai Okenwa from the same Anambra State. Is that how to run a national party? So ABGA is just Anambra State party. Understand me? So Abaribe won. I'm from Abia State. Abaribe won election based on his own merit. The same way Ifanyoba won under YPP. YPP is non-existent in Anambra State. But Ifanyoba won based on who he is, what he had done for the people of Nnewi, and so on and so forth. So even if Abaribe contests under a different political party, he will still win, and not because of ABGA. As I said, ABGA is non-existent in Abia State.
All right. Good evening, VOP crew fans and your guests. Fulani terrorists demand 10 million naira AK-47 motorcycles from Zamfara community to allow residents remain in their villages. In the words, pay 10 million tax or face our wrath. Can you just imagine the impunity? It is very glaring that these people already are part of the government of Nigeria. If not, tell me, why should a non-state actor be making such demand in a sovereign nation? Maybe it hasn't hit them directly right. Until then, we're watching as the planet is listening. Comrade Abraham, thank you so much for your message. Good day, Anusike, and my name is Faithfulness. Please, Dr. how can Tinubu build a better economy for Nigerians when, in your view, he is more focused on building an empire for himself, his family, and his political allies? He can claim to fix the system while holding multiple power positions, including overseeing the petroleum sector. Nigeria has refineries that should be producing fuel, yet we still end up without petrol. Instead of addressing the real issues at home, we keep shifting blame to crisis in the Middle East whenever there is a disruption. Great man from United Kingdom. Thank you so much for your message. Good afternoon, VOP. This is from Chima Sulere. There is a kind of silence that put Nigeria in great danger. Shekumi made a comment that the federal government knows the names and locations of terrorists, as public officers accompanied him each time he went to the terrorists. Up to now, everywhere remains silent. I feel that the federal government should comment or arrest Shekumi. All right, Chima Sulere, thank you so much for your message. Good evening, madam, in the studio and you guys. Please, it's me again, still soliciting for help from the VOP family. Okay, thank you so much for your message. Good evening, Dr. Nosike, my journalist of the year. Faith, read my message in full. When a purpose of a thing is not known, abuse or misuse is inevitable. You have a APC government who is full of waste and lack capacity. For more than 10 wasted and unfruitful reign of this APC government, from Buhari to the current president, no refinery, the existing 4 refinery is not working. We have 210 trillion looted under this government, no accountability, even all the subsidy money removed from D1, borrowing from IMF. All right, Dio from Lagos, your message is very long. I'm gonna cut it short here. Thank you so much for your message. Good evening, presenter and the journalists in the studio. Dr. Nasike, let's face facts. Nigeria economy under Tinubu is nose diving. Nigerians are suffering debt, sicknesses, hunger, oppression, insecurity, epileptic power supply, and so on. Based on this, except the rigged election as usual, no matter the strategies put in by the ruling party APC for re-election, it can't win. Most especially with Peter Obi on the ballot. I must confess, the 3 politicians who disappointed me most in this political dispensation are the late President Buhari, Adams Oshomole of Edo, and Tinubu. I thought initially with these people, Nigeria will have a clear headway, but reverse is the case. May God help Nigeria. A from Agege. Thank you so much for your message. Okay, hello, faithfulness. It is by reason of real politics that President Tinubu will pick Shatima as a running mate, but not because America will oppose it. In the first place, where was America when the idea of Muslim ticket was muted and eventually scaled through? Tinubu knows that given the current socio-political and economic situation, picking a Muslim as running mate will further jeopardize his electoral victory. So America is not a factor in eternal political party selection in Nigeria. Tiwa from Sango. Doctor, I know you want to say something about that.
One, he said, where's America when the Muslim ticket sold in 2023?
And eventually scaled.
In 2023, Biden, who is an offshoot of Barack Obama, was in power. In 2023, Biden, who is an offshoot of Barack Obama, is in power. And it was Obama that put APC in power. Biden influenced who is a Muslim sympathizer, understand me? So Biden was simply running Obama's agenda. And I thank God that Donald Trump has come to put all of them in shame.
All right, the number to call is 0700 903 903 903. You can also send us a message via WhatsApp with the number 0817175 6338. It is time for you to speak. What do you have to say this evening? Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Your name and location?
My name is Mr. Mike from Ikorodi.
All right, sir, go ahead.
This discussion is very emotional to me. I have only one point, and I want to beg you, media houses, to amplify the laws made by this majority-led National Assembly. The one people don't know, but they will face the realities. If government can open eye, I don't even want to know. If you are Yoruba or Igbo Hausa, they are making law, legalizing fake results. Everybody will ask them to go to school. If they don't go to school, start treating them, encourage them to go to school. Now, we've legalized fake results. Are we going to live with this? And I know 2 things can leave the people. Trump don't have problem now. I know the power of Trump and God Almighty will delete all these things. Like I used to say, Abacha did more than this. But God brought the judgment. That is, I thank you, are doing a good job.
Thank you so much for calling.
You're doing a good job.
Thank you so much. Thank you and good evening to you. Thank you for calling in. Thank you for your thoughts this evening. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Good evening, welcome. Your name and location?
Hello, good evening. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Go ahead.
Yes, this is Abraham from Mafoloku.
All right, go ahead, Abraham.
I I sent a message to you guys, but it seems like you didn't read it.
Oh, I'm going to read that. I'm going to read it.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much, Abraham. Keep on listening. I'm going to read out your message. Don't worry about that. Good evening, Doctor and Faithfulness. Pastor Biomi and most of Nigerian pastors are comedians looking for a way to receive their own national cake from the government officials. It annoys me most that none of these pastors has condemned the menace of our politicians and their bad behavior. At this point, I'm completely disappointed by the Nigerian pastors. Raf from Satellite Town. Thank you so much for your message. Okay, please help me ask Soludo, how many years did he wait for becoming governor? Let him just make it official that he is APC governor. My name is No Big Man in Bus Stop. All right, No Big Man in Bus Stop. Good evening, Sister Faithful and Doctor. Please, my kind advice to any analysis is that they should stop analyzing spiritual matters so that they don't enter into problem. Okay, thank you so much. But you didn't mention your name. Try to give us your name next time. Hello, good evening.
Faithfulness.
Good evening. Welcome, Joval.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Doing great.
Good.
Pastor Erudite Dr. Peter Musike.
Pastor. You wanted to call you?
Meet you, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes. The worry people will say, person will light fire, make you not say, make smoke no come. What I want to say is very simple.
Okay.
Pastor David Dibiomi, you know, the time with which he brought out this message is of a serious concern to me. Because what he's saying did not just happen now. If I thought it happened though.
No, I'm not even sure it happened now.
Did it happen now?
No, I'm not sure.
So when he was talking about Wiki, he was telling us something that
Happened in the past.
we want to, as in what he believed that happened before Wiki became governor. So when Wiki started, you know, overusing his powers, he did not say that way. Is he telling us now to know where Wiki derived his power of what he's doing, or for us to be saying Wiki used to be powerless till he came into the picture? You know, people should just mind what they are saying anyways. But one credit I will give him is that he predicted that if this government is brought into power, he said, I will quote him. He said, I will never suffer with you. If you vote this person now, you will suffer. He said so exactly. When he mocked the incoming president that time, I don't want to say those things that he said. The pastors and those who call themselves men of God, they should be very careful. Of course, Nigerians are malleable. Very, very malleable. You know, when I say Nigerians, somebody should not come and say I'm saying everybody. I'm saying some quantum of Nigerians are malleable. That's why you see everything the men of God say. They were wrong with it. Now, to the man, Gumi, if this government is not serious, they will continue to do what they are doing. Who will know the government more than Gumi in this country? Were we not all here when Buhari was the president? That they were all going to see these bandits with Gumi that. So if Gumi is saying what he's saying, he knows that he knows what he's saying. But my utter surprise is why Gumi has not been picked up by this government. Because if they want to end this banditry in Nigeria, Gumi could actually lead them to, you know, if they arrest Gumi is what I mean, to where they will catch the bandits. He knows their hideout. So that is for that. Then on Shetima, please, before I leave. Anything that will make our this particular, I think most Nigerians will prefer it. We'll take Shetima, Americans will trouble you, will not win election, or you drop Shetima, you take anybody, you will not get votes from the Muslim side. That will be very good as far as I'm concerned. One caller said we should concentrate on getting this government out of power because that is the summary of the whole thing. You will then witness have been saying it here. Somebody who is saying the Igbo people who are very, very Dr. Adosike said stupid and somebody is agitated without work. I don't want to say my own because if I say my own, you will end this call now.
Please don't say.
So let us continue with Dr. Adosike's code.
Yeah.
If they don't know anything at all, they will be saying that Igbos should wait till 13 years time to come. Faithfulness, how old will you be that time? Check now. Many of them will no longer be alive. So what they are saying is that the children of the Nigerians should continue to wallow in poverty until 13 years time. This is selfishness. Nobody, no Igbo man that does not know that Soludo is trying to run himself into power. Just like that David Umar explained. These guys don't have anything. And I want Nigerians to know that if they are on ballots, Igbos will not vote for them. Igbos are following P2B because of who P2B is. Let, what is the name, the governor of Imo State, go into the ballot tomorrow. He will get 0 vote from the Ndigbo. I don't want to be angry.
Don't be angry. Good evening. Thank you so much for your take this evening. Okay, for equity and fairness, Muslim tickets should not be entertained. Tinubu should do away with it. Tinubu economic reforms have no direction and human faith. Even Tinubu, okay. David Ibiyomi is a businessman. He is not a man of God. John from Ijaniki. Okay, now you Sabio. Thanks for your message. Good evening, faithfulness. You can see that Dr. Nosike can no longer hide Igbo's agenda anymore. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for your message, Ahmed from Ebute. Thank you so much. Good evening, faithfulness. Well done, my sister. I greet Dr. Peter Anosike, my man of the year. I greet you especially for speaking the truth always. God will bless you, sir. You have said well. Well done. My name is Mercy from Ogun State. Mercy, thank you so much for your message. Good evening, Dr. Anosike. You're doing well, sir. Please kindly use radio-friendly languages, just as we are advised to do. Thanks and remain blessed. Shay Cots from Itire, thank you so much for that. Good PM, VOP station and the guests. In fact, it's now clear that the Eastern leaders are the major antagonists of Peter Obi because the president has induced them. All right, they're all shoe shiners, I beg. Okay, let's just watch and see how they will be. Okay, come 2027 election. Mr. Sam from Ijago, thank you so much for your message. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, faithfulness.
Good evening, welcome. Your name and location?
My name is Washika Ododo.
All right.
Calling from Oshodi.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, faithfully ashamed of my people. I am from Anambra State. Charles Soludo is our governor. And see how they have all right to say that they are supporting APC. Faithfulness. What is it good that is in the APC and in the leadership that people are saying they are supporting them?
I want to ask.
What people are supporting them, are they buying things from another packet? Why our people are so confused and so ashamed of themselves? No other tribe can say of this is only Igbo. How can Soludo of all people will come now to say that they are supporting Tinubu? Let him tell us that he is to be saying all this. So I beat him, as a doctor said. Even though make them put them 100, they cannot withstand with P2B's image. P2B has integrity more than them. And I'm telling them that by God's grace, P2B will become president of this country. And none of them will stop it. If they like, let his wife become special assistant to Tinubu or whatever. Let him mother come. But I'm assuring them that 2027, God will perfect himself. Thank you for the good work I'm doing.
Thank you so much for calling in this evening. Thank you so much for your take. Thank you so much for your contribution. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, faithfulness will be calling back. I forgot something.
Okay, go ahead.
Chief, I'm just you answered Jobel. He didn't answer me. Chief, honestly, if you don't answer me, I will not leave this.
I'll go with me. Good evening.
Thank you very much. There's something I want to say. Chief Anosike, please, you are helping APC. This is the first time I'm disagreeing with you. Don't advise them concerning Shetima. Please, these Americans, don't tell them all the secret, please. Don't tell them. Because all this year have been truthful as an analyst. It's affecting me now. Stop telling them the truth, for God's sake. Tell them that, hey, Shetima the best. Hey, Tinubu the best. Fuel will come down 100 naira. Rice is 30 naira. Hey, please,
So
tell them
we're going to make
so that we can have peace. So we can have peace, for God's sake, please.
How come we not make Nigeria better, Ejo? Hey.
Yeah, but please, the first time I listened to this Insecurity, you see the way he lambasted the Igbo people. That was what endeared me to him. When they demolished houses at the airport road, Igbo people were saying that it is their life. You people went there to build on a very wrong place. He never defended Igbos. So people that come on this platform that don't know how to take care, they will think they will come and lambast and talk what they want to talk. Because if this government wants to have security, who remove those soldiers from credit? This is the soldiers out of that school. Who are these? Who told the vigilantes in Kwara State to drop their guns? Two simple things about this security and Sheikh Gumi's case. That will be over for insecurity. Thank you very much, Amasika.
Thank you so much for coming back. Thank you so much, sir. Okay, please, doctor, bringing out solution is a good thing, so that there will be solutions to some of the problems now. Don't you want Nigeria to be better again? Yeah. Hello. Good
evening. Sorry, my name is Prince Sunday. I'm calling from Mushi. Please, I just want to get your analysis because I'm not teaching.
Okay.
My brother, they are doing a good job. Please, God will bless you and reward you. As we have already said before, actually, what I want to say to Nigerians, Nigeria is like a needle, elephant. The city of Nigeria now is just like a kind of needle, and Nigeria want to pass. Elephant want to pass inside. Can elephant pass inside a needle? No. The answer is no. So that is how Nigeria is now. APC have already turned us to like eyes of a needle, and elephant want to pass inside eyes of a needle. So everybody should go and get his PVC. And again, what I want to say again concerning this, my governor, Governor Soludo, my father was a chief, and when my father called my senior brother to come and be a chief, he said the pastor told him to not negotiate, put hand anything religious matter, anything all this chieftains matter. Yeah. The pastor told him, and now when our father died, he's not trying. Now the chief already, they already crime village. He's trying to become the chief. How Soludo is trying to confuse himself. He already confused himself already. Thank you, VOP. Thank you for keep it up, telling the Nigeria the truth.
Thank you so much.
Have a nice day.
Thank you so much. Good evening. Oh, this network, please allow us. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. Our time is almost fast spent. Hello, good evening.
Hello, faithfulness.
Good evening. Welcome.
Faithfulness, don't make me tired. You speak when I call you, you don't get to pick my call.
No vex. Other calls are coming in at the same time. Please.
Okay, I greet you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Continue a good job, my brother. God will bless you.
Amen. Your name
Namazi, Sonny calling from Ojalaba.
I know, Namazi. Go ahead.
Effectiveness. I want to comment about our fuel high increase.
Okay.
You see, this Nigeria, if you say that maybe Dangote, I will make the fuel to be like 5,000 naira, so that Nigeria will wake up. Because Nigeria is sleeping now. If the fuel be like 5,000, I don't know how many people that poor people can afford it, so that people will rise against this nation. But when they say this fuel like 1,700, people will buy it. I will pray make that fuel reach 5,000, so that Nigeria will wake up. We did that. We were sleeping. If Nigeria is sleeping now, because government is supposed to, if you have the like three or four refineries, who is working, how would they fight for Iraq? How to affect Nigeria people here? So I want make a Dangote to hide that fuel well, so that Nigeria will not intense, so that you will see a rise. But when this is Sunday like this, we will not go in.
Great Anosike, may God bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mazi, for calling in. But this making for 5,000 naira, I beg, Mazi, please do. Good evening, Faithfulness and Dr. Anosike. Nigeria seems to be descending into deeper poverty under this administration. The economy keeps declining and many sectors are not working effectively. The only thing we see and hear are branded palliatives being shared by APC and City Boys movement to some people who have been impoverished. Emmanuel in Lagos, thank you so much for your message. Okay. Good evening. My name is Faithfulness. I'm Mr. Peter Nasike. Nigeria democracy is now business venture to this. Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. Okay, I'm going to be reading from here. No one thing they can put in public domain as their achievement so far. For price skyrocket and the president is proposing CNG. How does it relate to immediate solution? Nigerian masses will get sense soon through hardship. So they never get sense like this. Babalola Williams. All right, thank you so much for your message. Do well to call us, and the number to call is 0700 903 903 903. I'm going to be receiving just few calls and we'll wrap it up here on Recap. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Sunday Uzouru.
All right.
I'm calling from Ilasa.
Go ahead.
Actually, it looks like the media house are economical with the truth. Where am I coming from? The content of that document from Lugard that brought this contraption called Nigeria together said, after 100 years, you people should come together around table. If you can continue discuss, if you cannot continue, then you can go by your separate ways. Why that Nigeria cannot call for that document to be brought out? Even you media houses are not talking on that because that is the problem of Nigeria. And the Nigeria cannot work. Now, look at the election. Soludo is supporting APC and forcing people to go to APC. Anyway, I'm not a party member. And I cannot
please just summarize because our time is almost up.
Okay, sorry. I want to summarize by saying this. If Nigeria can work, let's go together round table and discuss if we can go together. If we cannot, let's go our separate ways.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for calling in. Thus, final message. Good PM VOP station and the guests. In fact, it's clear that the Eastern leaders are the major antagonists of Peter Oboke. I think I've read that message. What many people don't understand is that the president is afraid of the 2027 election. That's why he's using every means to induce his followers just to win their hearts. Believe you me, himself and his people will be greatly disappointed at last. Mr. Sam from Ijagu. Thank you so much for your message. Just final call and then we'll wrap it up. Hello, good evening. Please go ahead. Go straight to the point. Sorry. Go straight to the point. Please.
Hello, good evening, Faithfulness.
Good evening, welcome. Your name and location?
Good evening, Dr. Peter. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
This is Vivian Love calling from Oshud.
All right, and I think she's the first female to call us.
Okay.
I'm getting it. All right.
Thank you. What I want to talk on concerning this Soludo Abga. You see, any party that cannot present someone as a president, I don't think that thing is a party. So that party they are calling Abga, they are using it to draw themselves down and not the Igbo people. I don't think that thing is a party. Soludo is trying to push his daughter, push his family. I wonder the kind of a man he is. A man that cannot buy sweet. He said you prefer to beg another person that is licking sweet to remain for you or cut for you. And tomorrow that person will tell you, that okay, wait, I will remain for you. And the person will not remain the sweet for you. He will finish it and still tell you, if I buy another one, I will give you. So that is what is happening. If they bring him and bring P2D, I will vote for P2D. That is my own.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for calling in. This is the final caller for today. Thank you so much to all listeners out there. Thank you so much to our YouTube family. Thank you for those that called in. Thank you for to those that sent in their messages. God bless you all for participating in today's program. Thank you for joining us here on Recap, here on Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Doctor, thank you so much for the analysis this evening.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. And I remain your host. My name is Faithfulness Woke. Till we see next time. Stay safe.